That day, at the lake, changed everything. The twins were safe, but the truth was still waiting to come out. They sat under a tree and introduced their world to each other. The next day, in Emma's cabin, Robert finally said it. "We need your help, Dr. Emma. Will you testify in court for the twins?" Alex looked at him shocked, but Emma didn't hesitate. She nodded, because she had seen what no one else had. The courtroom was silent as the case began. On one side was Alex, a father trying to protect his children, and on the other side, Mary, his ex-wife, with a confident smile and a carefully built lie. Her lawyer stood in front of the judge and accused Alex, saying he was careless, irresponsible. He showed pictures of the accident, of the lake incident, twisting the truth, making it look like Alex had failed as a father. And then he said, the children should be with Miss Mary. For a moment, the courtroom went silent. But then, Robert stood up. "Your Honor, we would like to call a witness." And that's when Emma stepped forward, not just as a doctor, but as someone who knew the truth. She spoke calmly about the twins' fear, how they flinched at every sound, how they were scared of people. And then, she revealed what they had told her. Robert played the video. 2 small voices filled the courtroom. "Mom locks us in a dark room. She says she doesn't love us. She will take us away from Dada." The courtroom fell silent. But Mary snapped. "These are lies. They've been manipulated." But this time, she had no control. Emma stepped forward again and asked one simple question. "If you care so much, why didn't you visit them even once in the hospital? Why didn't you ask about them? And at the lake? Why didn't you save them?" Mary had no answer. And then came the final blow. Robert presented new evidence. A video of the accident. The car didn't lose control. It was intentional. Then the lake incident. A hooded man pushing the twins and running away. Same man, same face. And after investigation, he was identified as Mary's boyfriend. The truth was finally out. But Robert wasn't done yet. He presented one last document, Alex's father's will, stating that most of the property was in the twins' name, and whoever raised them would control everything as power of attorney. And suddenly, everything made sense. This was never about love, never about the children. It was always about money. The courtroom stood in silence. And then, the judge gave the verdict. Mary and her boyfriend, guilty for attempted murder and mental abuse of minors. They were sentenced to imprisonment, and the custody was given to Alex. Finally, it was over. Alex closed his eyes, and in that moment, he didn't feel victory. He felt peace. He turned and pulled Emma into a hug, tight, real, without hesitation. And Emma stood still for a moment. Then slowly, she held on, because somewhere between pain, truth, and healing, something had changed. Was this just gratitude, or the beginning of something more?